Hi, everybody. I'm Pratibha Agarwal. I am an immigration attorney. I'm based right outside of Washington, D.C. in Arlington, Virginia. My clients, however, are all throughout the United States from coast to coast. We can help you no matter where in the U.S. you are located, as long as it's immigration, as long as your issue is about immigration. So we help clients with all types of immigration issues. If you haven't watched me in the past, if you haven't joined me before, we help clients with so many different types of immigration issues. So it could be a visa for extraordinary ability, like employment-based visas. It could be investor-based visas. It could be cases where you're married to an abusive partner. If you're married to a US citizen or a green card holder and you're being abused, we help people obtain green cards and work permits. We help victims of crime. So really, most immigration cases we can help you with, and we can do it no matter where in the US you are located. So if you're thinking about talking to an immigration attorney and understanding your immigration options, give us a call. We are at 703 348 1663. Again, that's 703 348 1663. And we do our consultation. So the consultation is really the first step in an immigration case and starting an immigration case with us. So what we do is we schedule that with you. It can be in person, or it can be by phone, or it can be by Zoom. Most of them, to be honest, are going to be by Zoom. And what we do is we talk like this, and I will show you some documents and walk you through the steps for the different options that are available to you. And I will also go through your full immigration history. And the consultation is with me. I'm the only attorney with our law firm. And I'd love to chat with you about your immigration case. And we help, again, with all types of immigration questions, immigration cases. Okay, so give us a call if we can help you. We're at 703 348 1663. Again, that's 703 348 1663. We're streaming live here on both Facebook and on TikTok. I do this so I can answer your kind of one-off immigration questions. So sometimes people are not ready for a consultation yet. They want to kind of understand the attorney, kind of understand the process, or maybe you just have this immigration question, or you're trying to learn more about U.S. immigration, and this is a good opportunity for that. So feel free to go ahead and type your questions into the chat. If you're joining me for the first time, say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. I always love to meet you and kind of get to know you. And sometimes when I see you at the consultation, we already kind of have a little bit of a familiarity with one another. So that is always helpful. Thank you, Hira. Thank you for joining. Hi, Keith. Hi, Jonathan. Hi, Quita. Nice to see everybody here. And go ahead and share this with other people you know that may have immigration questions. Make sure that you like us and follow us on Facebook and on TikTok. Hi, Zohed. Make sure you do that so you can be notified every time I go live, and you can be on to ask those immigration questions, right? So you can make sure you're notified and your friends are notified. Let them know that I'm here to answer immigration questions, and it doesn't matter where in the U.S. you are located. We can help you no matter where in the U.S. you are. All right, if you want to call us for a confidential consultation, hello, Sam. Hello, Zohed. If you want to call us for a confidential consultation, give us a call at 703 348 1663. Again, 703 348 1663. All right. So why don't I start? I see some questions popping up, and I see about VAWA. So many are about VAWA. I love VAWA cases. You guys know that. If you've joined me before, you know that I love to do those. So put your VAWA questions in there, especially. I'm very happy to answer them. Okay. So I want to start off with our question of the day. So if you've never joined me before, I always start off with the question of the day, which is a question that some of our clients have posed to us in the past, and I think might be helpful to you who's joining me for the first time. So can I work while waiting for a green card, right? Many times people ask, can I work? I'm applying for a green card. Do I have to wait until I get the green card to be able to work legally in the United States? So the answer to that most of the time is yes, right? So when you apply for a green card while you are in the United States, you also are eligible in most cases to apply for work authorization. So when you start your green card application, it's called adjustment of status. You're also eligible to apply for work authorization. So most of the time you apply for both at the same time. And once the work authorization will be approved before usually the green card is approved. We have some cases where that didn't occur that way, but most of the time, usually between 6 months or so between 6 and 8 months, you'll receive a work permit and you can work for anybody anywhere in the United States, which is really exciting, right? I see a lot of you have joined me. We have several people watching on TikTok. If you would like, please say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. Put your immigration question in there. I'm an immigration attorney. I help clients all throughout the United States, so I'd be happy to answer your immigration questions. And we handle all types of immigration law, so I can most likely give you a good answer on here. But of course, if you would like to make a confidential consultation about your case, please do so. 703-348-1663. That is our main line, and that we are open from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern. Excuse me, we just changed our hours, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure if you want to talk to someone, you call during that time. But we respond to every missed call, so we return every missed call, and we also return our voicemails. So make sure, even if you don't leave a message or if you don't reach someone, we will definitely get back to you within 1 business day. Okay, usually the same business day. If you want to go ahead now and schedule a consultation, please go ahead and do that. You can do that on our Facebook page, which is at Agarwal Immigration. There is a link and you can click on it and you can choose a time that works best for you, and you'll receive all the information that you need, like our Zoom link. If you prefer by phone or in person, put that in there as well. And I would love to see you to talk to you about your immigration case. All right, so that was my question of the day. I have a few more questions that have come up here that I want to address, but let me get to the ones that are popping up here on my feed. Okay. All right. Sunny is saying, my VAWA is approved and I have a final removal order. Can I travel with advanced parole? So if you are in removal proceedings, you have a removal order. If you have advanced parole, most of the time you don't even get advanced parole, right? You don't get advanced parole if you have a final removal order. So the fact that you haven't might be a mistake on USCIS's part, and I would not travel, right? I would not travel. So what you should do if your VAWA is approved, you can ask to have those proceedings reopened in court. If you have a final order, ask to have them reopened and then terminated based on an approved VAWA. You want to work with an attorney for this, right? You don't want to mess this up. So work with an attorney that has experience doing this. Reopen your case if you're in removal proceedings. Have them close it based on an approved VAWA. Then you can apply for a green card with USCIS, hopefully, and get advanced parole, which means travel authorization, and be able to travel at that point because you will have closed out your removal case. Eventually, you will get a green card, usually within a year or 2 maximum, and you will be able to travel in and out, live freely in the United States, and that is a huge, huge privilege. So give us a call if we can help you with that, 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. Not Leo says, thank you so much for helping people. You're welcome. You're welcome. I hope that some of the information that I'm providing is helpful to you guys. All right. Beam Boyd says, hello, I'm in Chicago. I got my green card in August 2021. Exciting. Congratulations. How much continuous stay do I need to apply for citizenship? How much continuous stay do I need to apply for citizenship? This is a great question. So what you want to do is understand the requirements for citizenship. So most of the time, depending on how you got your green card, you qualify for citizenship based on several things. So some people, if you're married to a U.S. citizen, you only need 3 years of continuous residence to be able to apply for citizenship. If you get your green card a different way, like marriage through a green card holder or through work, you have to be a green card holder and have continuous residence in the U.S. for 5 years before you are eligible to apply for citizenship. Okay, so that's the short answer. You should also look at, in terms of naturalization, your physical presence, right? no matter how long you're a resident, you have to be physically present in the US for a certain amount of time. And that's going to be either 1.5 years for people that only are required to have 3 years of residence. So if you're married to a US citizen, or it's going to be 2.5 years if you get your green card through another way, like employment-based, asylum, or U visa, T visa, anything like that. Okay, I hope that is helpful to you. Call us if we can help, 703-348-1663. Can you remove VAWA and go back to a spousal visa? Can you remove your VAWA and go back to a spousal visa? The government at that point is going to be checking for fraud to make sure that you never that you didn't lie in any of your applications. So if you were always truthful, if things got better with your spouse, I think you could go back to doing a marriage-based green card application, right? But the government is going to be speculative of how well that marriage is going. So you technically could, but you have to be very careful to make sure there's no inconsistencies in both those applications. And you'll have to have maybe a good explanation for why now you're filing this after saying that your spouse was abusive, or why you would want to be with someone who has previously been abusive. Okay? Call us if we can help you, 703-348-1663. Kelly says, I applied for my husband and it's been 4 years now. I'm waiting for an interview, but they aren't scheduled. So I'm not sure what I assume your husband is outside of the US. There may be some complications in your case. If your husband is outside the US, you might want to call USCIS if the case is still there. If not, you should call the National Visa Center, or perhaps even the embassy where you're planning to have that interview. So there are several entities involved. So you need to figure out where your application is, where the green card application is right now, and then apply, then contact that entity, whether it's USCIS, whether it's National Visa Center, or the embassy where you're going to be having the interview. Okay, call us for a consultation, 703-348-1663. All right. Okay. Miss CDBN is saying, my EAD has expired and I requested expedited processing because I lost my job. What are the chances of approval? Financial need could be a good reason for expedited processing. So we'll keep you posted. You have to just keep checking, stay on top of them. And financial need could be a good reason, but it's based on discretion. So it's hard to say whether or not you have a strong chance or not of that. But, if you've given a good reason, provided evidence, I think you'll be able, I hope that it will be approved. I'll be thinking of you, keeping my fingers crossed. If you reach out to us and if you have any questions, call us and we can set up a time to discuss. Okay, 703-348-1663. All right. Alex says, I did my biometrics 2 weeks ago. And the case says it's actively being reviewed by USCIS. What's next? Perfect. So that's perfect. If you did your biometrics, the next thing usually depends on what kind of application you have, but assuming it's a green card application, the next thing usually is the work permit and the travel authorization if you applied for that. If not, it'll be an interview, right? If you don't require work permit and travel authorization, it might be an interview that's scheduled next, or you might go straight to approval, which is exciting. Call us. We handle all types of immigration cases, and we can help you with your 703-348-1663. Zoheb, I think you're saying my VAWA case got denied. Yeah, my VAWA case got denied. What should I do now? So you might be eligible for several things. So number one, if your VAWA case got denied, you might still have options, right? So it might be that you didn't submit enough evidence. It might be denied for another reason. Maybe, most of the time it's going to be you didn't submit enough evidence. Maybe you can reapply with stronger evidence. So VAWA is if you're married usually to a US citizen or a green card holder, you qualify for work authorization, travel authorization, and ultimately a green card. So you want to submit a strong application on the front end. If it got denied, it might have not been a strong application. You might consider reapplying with stronger evidence. So let's say you don't qualify for VAWA based on something like your spouse was not actually a US citizen or a green card holder, right? That could be possible. You thought they were, they told you they were, and they're actually not. So if it was something like that, then you can consider other options. Okay, you can consider other options. All right. Lisa, hi Lisa, thank you for watching. Lisa is saying, how long does it take for a National Visa Center to accept documents submitted for F4? All right, so these are different categories of individuals that are eligible for a green card through sponsorship, right? So no matter what category, NVC kind of takes the same amount of time. The wait time is usually for a visa. So if you have an NVC case open, that means that the visa is available. And NVC, I would say, probably takes about 4 to 8 weeks. It could be delayed even more because of the pandemic, but usually about 4 to 8 weeks to review your documents and get back to you. All right. It might even take another few months, though, after they say that it's documentarily qualified for the embassy to schedule an interview for you. All right. Give us a call if we can help. 703-348-1663. All right, great. All right, here's another question that has popped up here. How long does a green card holder have to wait to become a citizen? This is one that came up a little bit earlier here too. So how long does a green card holder have to wait to become a citizen? So most people have to wait 5 years to apply for citizenship to become a US citizen. If you're married to a US citizen or a green card holder, you only have to wait. I'm sorry, excuse me. I've been talking about VAWA for too long. And most people qualify for citizenship for after 5 years as a green card holder. If you're married to a US citizen, you can apply for citizenship only after 3 years. So after 3 years as a green card holder, you can apply for citizenship. Here's another question that is not here, but might be helpful to you. So let's say you receive a 2-year conditional green card, right? So if you're married for under 2 years at the time that you receive your green card, excuse me, if you're married for only 2 years at the time that you receive your green card, you have to apply for a permanent 10-year green card. So 2 years have passed already, right? Let's say you're married to a US citizen. By the time you apply for a conditional green card, by the time that interview is scheduled, it could be that you've hit that full 3 years that's required for citizenship. So the good news is you can do both. You can apply concurrently, which means at the same time for your permanent 10-year green card and your citizenship. So you can do them both at the same time. It'll be decided at that same interview, that one interview, and you'll get your citizenship. And probably no need for your permanent 10-year green card because citizenship obviously is better than getting a permanent 10-year green card. All right. Call us if we can help you with either. We just did one for a great couple, and hopefully we can help you with yours as well. 703-348-1663. Hello Bonetti is saying, USCIS received my green card application almost a month ago. I haven't received your receipt number. I called USCIS and they can't find anything under my name. What should I do? I would just wait. 4 weeks is usually the normal time frame. So it could be just taking a little bit longer. So maybe wait 2 more weeks and then see if you can give them a call. But usually we have tracking numbers for everything. So we're able to tell when something has been received. Okay, so if you have the tracking number, check that. All right. Lisa is saying, can applicants change their sponsor or petitioner? So each petitioner is going to have a new petition, a new application. So if a different person is sponsoring, you have to submit basically a new application. If you're talking about a sponsor, like for an affidavit of support, basically saying, this person makes enough money, or they're vouching for you, saying that you're not going to be a public charge, which means, let's say the person that's sponsoring you doesn't make enough of an income to support you that's necessary, right? So many marriage-based green cards applications or family-based green card applications will require the person that is sponsoring to be making a certain income. If they're not making that income, you can have a joint sponsor, so somebody else whose income can be used also to supplement, to show that you do hit that income requirement, that you as an immigrant are not going to be relying on the federal government to take care of you after you enter. That's part of the whole immigration process. So you can add a sponsor, or perhaps switch out a sponsor, that kind of sponsor, but not the initial petition. I hope that makes sense. It's a little bit confusing. Call us if we can clarify anything for you, 703-348-1663. Hira saying, hi, ma'am, can I apply for my brother and his family for my baby celebration? Yeah, absolutely. You can apply for a tourist visa. If you have status here in the U.S., people can apply for a tourist visa to come here temporarily. It's something that's done all the time. The thing to remember is that you have to show that you are only coming to the U.S. temporarily, and that you have a strong intent to go back to your home country. So any kind of evidence that you can take to demonstrate that will make it more likely that your brother and your family are eligible for that tourist visa. Okay. All right, perfect. I think I answered all your questions. Let's see here. Oh, one last question. Sorry. What are the benefits of a U visa, right? What are the benefits of a U visa? So U visas are for victims of crime, and the government lists out a specific set of crimes. But what it does is, even if you entered illegally, or if you were here with authorization and then that permission expired, like a visitor visa expired, then and you're out of status and you witness a crime, or you're a victim of a crime, you can apply for this U visa. And the U visa gives you permission to stay in the U.S. And as long as you agree to cooperate with the investigation, if there's any kind of investigation of that crime, as long as you agree to cooperate, you're allowed to be here. So the U visa can lead to a green card, which can lead to citizenship, and you can even use that U visa to bring family members here as derivatives, so as kind of dependents on your application. So it's great for people that don't have status in the U.S. If you entered illegally, or if you lost your status after you entered, a U visa, if you were a victim of a crime, and you report it to the police, or you report it to whichever agency, like the Department of Labor, can help you gain status in the U.S., and it can help your family members also get status in the U.S. So give us a call if we can help you with that, 703-348-1663. All right, everybody, thank you so much for joining me. If you don't already like us on Facebook, please make sure you do. We're at Agarwal Immigration on both Facebook and on TikTok. Again, that's at Agarwal Immigration. And I'm on here frequently, and I'd be happy to answer immigration questions. Make sure you share this with other people that might have immigration questions. And I will see you again very soon. Thank you so much. Bye, everybody.